Okay, guys, I have been waiting for this moment for a while because I can't wait to set up my new productivity planner and take you step by step on the thought process that I'm using for the setup. Excuse me if it's a little bit reflective, and the cover is laminated, so it might be a little shiny there. I'm gonna bring the light a little bit higher so that you can see the interior pages with much clarity. Okay, so this is the new version of the 2021 version of the productivity journal. As you can see, it has a gold wire and it is quite thick. There is about 120 pages here printed on both sides, and you have a laminated cover as well as an elastic band to keep your planner together. There is a lot of new features on this new planner. I am, every time that a new one is going to come out, is going to be better than the one before. In the first page, you have the opportunity of adding your own touch in the form of a personalized quote. I am going to be using a quote, and I'm going to be using foil stamping for this quote. Foil stamping is basically burning this gold foil into a nice quote that then I'm gonna paste here. So I'm still working on that, but I do know what the quote's gonna be. I've known this quote for a long time, and this is what my quote's gonna be. Because I'm not gonna be doing the foil stamping right now, I am gonna go ahead and put the message here just so that I know that this page is set up. So what my quote says is this: it's time to be defined by a vision of the future and not the memories of the past. This is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I will be printing that in the gold foil and adding it here. But let me show you what it would look for you if you decide that you want to personalize one. If you decide to get your own productivity planner, and you can go ahead and ask me to make sure that we include your quote to personalize. It would look something like this. This is the budget planner, and the budget planner has the foil on the first page. You see how pretty that is? So you can choose to have a nice quote on the gold foil on the first page if you want to. Okay, we tested a few things on the front, but we realized that the best thing was to put it inside all by itself. So if you want to have your own personal quote, you can do that on the productivity journal as well. So that is your first page. Then you have a folder. I wanted to be able to have a place just to save stickers, save quotes, save anything that I wanted to use or that would be inspiration for my planning. So we went ahead and included in the new productivity journal or productivity planner a double-sided folder. Okay, so now you have time, you have where to keep your stuff in here. This you're gonna go ahead and put your name. So of course I'm gonna add my name here. And one thing that I also have been digging lately are these brush pens. I bought these from Japan. These took like 6 weeks to arrive home. These are Japanese brush pens. I've been practicing my calligraphy and I have a lot of work to do. I gotta tell you that. But these are my brush pens. They're new. I'm excited to use them here. I also bought and I'm probably not gonna say this right, the Tombow Fudenosuke. I don't even know if I said that right. This is the second set that I have. I've been using my first set to practice hand lettering, and I do have a lot of work to do, but it's been improving. So I'm gonna go ahead and showcase my skills. So the thing with the brush pens is that you have to find the right one for the pressure. And the thing is that when you go down, you press, and then when you go up, it has to be very little pressure. So that one's too fine. This is gonna be too much probably, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead with the third one. Okay, this might do it. And just to show you, I'm going to show you the tombos too, because if you are trying to start into calligraphy, I think from all of the pens that I have tried, these, in my opinion, are great for beginners. I would really recommend them. Now these come, you might see the difference in color. It's slight. This is rather bluish and this is rather dark green. One is darker than the other. I mean, one is thinner than the other. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. But you can see it here. You see? So this is the one I'm going to be using right now to write my name. And I'm going to put in practice whatever I've learned about calligraphy. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my name. There. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, I really been practicing. One day I hope to have, you know, this skilled mastered. But for now, we're going to leave it at that. Next, you have some instructions, just really an overview of how to use your planner. Keep it very simple. It's basically two sections. The first section is about setting goals and creating a vision for your ideal life. And then the second section is about putting your vision to work. And you're going to do that every single day for the next 12 months, you know. A feature of the productivity planners and all the planners that I make, they are all evergreen. So they don't have dates, they don't expire. So you can start using them today, next month, in the summer, whenever you're ready. That's the point. My products are created to inspire you and help you get started whenever you are ready. And that's different for every one of us. So very important, you know, everything online, you have to be changing your passwords every other day. There's compromised passwords all the time. So I included a spot here so that you can actually write down your passwords and not worry about having them stolen online. Another feature of the productivity planner is that we have dotted paper, because this is like a fusion between a traditional journal and a bullet journal. And I wish I could be a very good bullet journaler. In fact, when I got started doing bullet journaling, it was very sad, the results of my bullet journaling, because it was terrible. And, you know, I think it does take some skill and some artistic skill to be able to do some pretty work, and I hope to get there sometime. You know, I'm thinking about taking some art classes or something. But for now, I thought, why don't I get started at least with a template that I can personalize, you know, and that others can also use to get these out of the system, you know, to get started in bullet journaling in a different way. So you have your start page. This is going to mark the beginning of the first section of your planner. And then you have the option. So this is an entire one section, first section, which is what we're going to focus on setting up today. But then every month you have the option of getting the craft paper for your dividers. This is going to let you know this is the beginning of a month. Or you have the option to just have the white with the frames, okay? I want to be personalizing the theme for every month, so I'm not going to carry the same theme throughout the book, but I do want to personalize it. That's why I went with the recycle paper look, okay? I wanted to have something that looked kind of industrial, kind of creative, you know, like a an open canvas, so that's why I went with that. You have the option to go with this all plain with the dotted page, or you can have the dividers with the frames, and then you can fill in the month as we go by. So the first section is all about creating your vision board and describing into detail what would your dream year look like. Okay, remember, we're coming from a terrible year. We need to set ourselves up for an amazing new year. So over here on the vision board, I am going to be putting images, cuts from newspapers, magazines, pictures that describe what my dream year would look like. And then over here, I'm gonna actually write it down. I'm gonna write down into detail what my dream year would look like. That's what happens here. And also something that I'm gonna be doing, I don't have tabs. We have dividers. We don't have tabs, again, because I wanna use washi tapes as my tabs. So I did go crazy in the last few months buying me a collection of washi tapes. This is the ones that did not fit on the master box. Let me show you the master box. So I already organized them and everything by colors. And what I'm going to be doing, and I think I'm just covering the lights there. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using a selection of gold theme for my first month. For my month of January, I want to go with a gold theme. So right now, I am going to take the ones that I feel might fit the theme that I'm going for. So I do want to have a mainly gold theme with black, white, gray hues, and also a touch of pink. So I'm gonna pull some of the florals and the pinks as well. So this would be perfect. This one is so pretty. So I'm gonna take this one out. I created my own box with the Christmas presents boxes, so I just went ahead and recycled them to create this as a way to organize all my washi tapes. Let me see what else is here that we can use. I like this one. Can you guys see it? It's in there. I'm going to be using this one. And which one else? I like that one. It doesn't mean that I'm going to use them all, but I do want to have the option to have them over here. Okay, I'll fix them later. I like this one too. And some of you have asked me where I've gotten them in a variety of places. Some of them in Amazon, some of them at Walmart, some of them at craft stores. Just really checking different places. And hold on, I'm gonna also get this one here. I like that one. Okay, doesn't mean I'm gonna use them all, but I just want to have options to see where my inspiration is going. I just want to let my inspiration speak for itself. There. Oh, this one's pretty. It's pink and flowers. Okay, so now that we have our options over here, what I'm gonna do, I will mark the tab for the first page with these washi tapes. Let's see if we can do this. I'm trying to see if it's too thin or not. So because it's the first page, I really want to go with the gold. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to put this, and then I'm going to put something that's not going to stick to it. So let's just put that for now. And I'm going to put the washi tape kind of half and half. Half on one side, half on the other side. The thing about washi tapes, it's not meant to really stick too much, too hard, so that you can move it around, which is a good thing if you mess up, but then you really want to press it in there. Okay, so as you can see, that's going in there. And now I am going to fold it in on the other side of the page. I'm going to go ahead with a bone. I am going to just run this through, make sure it's sticking very well. Okay. And then we're going to cut the excess. There. Now, you see how pretty that looks? Isn't that pretty? You see there's some extra pages here. What I'm going to do, I am going to create an index. What do I mean by an index? Every section of my productivity journal is going to have its own washi tape color. So over here, I am going to write down what the gold means. And in order to do that, I want to find a nice sticker. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put it right up here in the middle, and then I'm going to write index, and I'm going to try to carry out my newly practiced calligraphy. So sometimes, you know what helps, just to bring in a paper before, because I'm kind of new at this, and just kind of sketch it out. Index. And also the look that I like, that I have seen in many. Wait, I need a pencil for that. I have seen a lot of the bullet journals that I really like do this. And let me bring one of my midliners. So they write first in capital letters, like this, index, and then they go over in the middle. Like that. So I might do something. I don't know that I have enough room here. I don't think I have enough room, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it over here. There, index. And then, because I am using gold for the start section, what I'm going to do, let me just go ahead and I'm going to divide these in two columns. So that is 20 around 10. So around there, I am going to divide it in two columns, and I'm just going to have a stripe of the gold over here, the gold washi tape, and then I'm going to say what it was for. So where is the other pen? start. That's going to be my start page. This may not make much sense right now, but you know, at the end of the month or the year, when you have all the months and all the washi tapes, it's going to look really good. So that's my index gold for my start page or my start section. Very nice. I can then later come in here too and do another quote or anything I feel like. Maybe a picture, anything I want. This, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to do it later. I'll show you when it's finished. But now we're going to set up the year at a glance. So your productivity journal comes with calendars for 2021 and 2022. And then it comes with your book reading log. You can use this for books. You can use this for anything really you want to log. I'm going to be using it for books. So I'm going to label it books that I'm reading. And I'm also going to be, one of my goals is to call all of my friends, relatives, the people that are most close to me, and maybe that I haven't seen for a long time, but they were very meaningful in my life. It's to call them on their birthday. I already missed one in January. I scored one in January. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in with my friends, relatives, birthdays, and so that I know that I need to call them, you know, just to keep it in mind. And over here, I am going to be, I'm going to be tracking books because that is something I am very, I mean, I really enjoy reading. So I'm going to be tracking my books over here. But you can track whatever you want to track. You don't have to track books. You can use it to track something else. So that's for the birthdays. And now let's set up the year at a glance. Year at a glance, it is a 4 pages spread where you can write down anything you're looking forward to, anything important, any vacation days, birth dates, anything that you want to make sure you make a note of. So there is 12 columns for the 12 months of the year. You're going to fill in with the help of your calendars that are included here. You're going to fill in manually. I also printed some stickers, you know, in case I didn't feel like doing it manually, so I can just take the sticker and put it in here. But I don't want to do that. I want this to really be as active, as involved as it can be, so that I can really put you know, start practicing my journaling skills. And these are also stickers that I printed for the months. I might be using them, I might not be using them, but I have the option. So as you can see, they match the start theme, okay? And I will probably be using them because I want to have on every single divider, I want to have a quote, I want to have the month, and I want to have the calendar in this page as well. So what do you think about putting this together? And I'll be fast forwarding through some of this so that this video doesn't get extremely long, which is getting a little bit long. So now that I'm done with this, I'll show you real quick what it looks like all finished up. So we have our months with the appropriate dates. And as you can see, February, we don't have that 5th week, so I just went ahead and scratched it. So what we do now, the purpose of this is you can now write down anything that's significant for you this specific month. You know, so For example, I had my cousin Salim's birthday today, so then my other cousin Karina here. I did call her, and then my other cousin's birthday is here. So I go ahead and write them down, and I'm going to do that with everything that I know is going on in March. And then I'm going to just make sure I'm keeping track of these dates because they're important. Okay, now that we have all of the holidays on our calendar, what we're going to do, I'm going to create a key for labeling with different colors what everything means, okay? Right now we only have birthdays and holidays, but you can add anything to your key. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use washi tape over here. I'm going to see if I can write over this one. Let's see if it holds it. Let me make sure that's inside of the frame. Okay, so we're going to create a key. I'm not sure if this is going to stick. We might have to come back and go over with Sharpie, but that's fine. I'm going to use my meat liners, and I want to pick a pretty color for the birthdays, and then I'm going to pick, let's go ahead and do this brown for the holidays so that we can actually match our theme of the flowers, okay? So I'm going to be using these two colors that kind of go with those hues. So for birthdays, I'm going to just write birthdays here. And then I'm going to write holidays. And I am going to, I wonder if it's going to run, just go over it. Yeah, that works. So that I know what everything means. Okay. And in a minute, I'm going to show you so that you can see the thickness of the paper so that you can know what to expect. There is absolutely no bleed through. I picked really high quality paper because I like to use markers and I don't like them to show through. So look at this. There is absolutely no show from the markers that we just used, okay? I'm using the mid liners. So I'm gonna go ahead over the holidays and the birthdays. Okay, we are now done with the dates. For now, you know, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill in more dates. Maybe there's vacation, maybe there's special school events, any of that. And you can also keep adding to your key, okay? Maybe you're going to use vacation and just whatever things you want to track by categories, then you go ahead and add your keys, okay? There's the key, you pick your nice colors and all of that. That's for the year at a glance section. Now, after this, please know that there is no bleed through. That's just beautiful. You have your goals section. I'm not going to fill this in right now because I want to be very thoughtful. I want to set goals that are not going to be a distraction and they're going to be realistic. And I just want to be very thoughtful on my goals. But you have your goal section broken up in 4 different parts, sections. So you can have health goals, career goals, family goals, personal goals, any kind of label you want to use. And then you have your goal tracker. What I'm going to do now is to set this up. If one of your goals is to go out jogging, so you will create a key for jogging and you will assign a color. And then if on January 1st you went jogging, then you go ahead and mark it, or anything that you are trying to track, you can go ahead and mark it on your January column for the specific day that you are tracking. Then following the goals, you have 3 pages for free journaling. I left them open on purpose so that you can do any kind of journaling you want, any kind of tracker. So this is for you to let your creativity run wild. Later, on my next video, I am going to show you how I am going to personalize each, at least January's divider. I'm going to show you which washi tape I'm going to pick, and we're going to go through the monthly layout, okay, of the productivity journal. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to get your very own personalized productivity journal, make sure you send me a message. Make sure you visit my website, yezminthomas.com, and place your order, okay? You can add details on your personalization at checkout in the comments section. I hope if you have been someone that's been daydreaming about starting a bullet journal, you may want to give this one a chance. It is not quite a bullet journal. It's what I call a dot journal fusion, and I am sure it would be a great addition to your planning tools. Thank you guys for watching.